of Korea, who defeated Putri Kusumawardhani yesterday in 3. Could be an all-Korean second round, and also could be setting up a quarter-final, potentially, between Chen Yufei and An Se-young. Tasty. So, An Se-young here and Michelle Lee. It is very much a one-sided head-to-head. An Se-young has won every match they played in. The last time they faced each other was at the Sudirman Cup finals a couple months ago. And yeah, she won comfortably. Only once has Michelle Lee taken a game off An Se-young. That was the very first time they played.
Yeah, it's going back a few years, that match, I think. I saw that last night.
2019 in her Canada Open as well. So she is definitely up against it.
What a section of the draw as well. You mentioned it earlier. That's just highlighting the importance of the seedings and the rankings. The potential Chen Yufei, An Se-young quarter-final. Not a semi-final or even a final, but a quarter-final.
An Se-young, 23, 170 centimeters tall. She is the reigning Olympic and world champion, a world #1, the Asian Games champion. Asian Championships, she finished second in 23 and third in 22, and she's got a whopping 29 titles on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Michelle Lee is 33, 173 centimeters tall, born in Hong Kong, China, then moved to Canada in 1997 when she was about 6 years old. Has won pretty much everything there is to win at Pan American level. Former Commonwealth Games champion as well. And on the HSBC BWF World Tour, she has won 3 titles. The Canada Open, her home tournament, was the most recent. That was in 2022. Has won a few Grand Prix titles as well, 3 of them. But this is a big, big ask. Did you see who won the toss on the end for the ends?
Nope.
We were focusing so much on that head-to-head, weren't we? An Se-young is a former winner here. Won it in 2023.
We know that Michelle Lee will start on the favoured end anyway.
Yes.
Which I wonder if I can find out. Bear with me.
Shen Yuqi from China is our umpire. And from Barbados, it is Andrew Clark, our service judge. Michelle Lee has never gone beyond the second round of the China Open. And yeah, big task to try and get beyond the first here in 2025 against a player who has lost one match this year. That was against Chen Yufei at the Singapore Open, which I was very fortunate to commentate on. That was quite the match, quite the result.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, An Se-young, Korea. And on my left, Michelle Lee, Canada. Michelle Lee to serve. Level, play.
For the record, An Se-young has won 37 out of 38 matches this year. Michelle Lee's won 18 out of 29.
Oh, it's going wide. With the help of modern technology, I was able to find
Service over.
and even rewind and
Brilliant.
watch our intro again just quickly. An Se-young won the toss and elected this side of the court. Which I must... Oh! Michelle Lee moved well before An Se-young had hit the shot then. That's I don't think anyone else noticed. That would normally
The world
be
has now, thanks to you.
fault receiver normally. She was almost in the other half of the court. Yeah, I must admit, when given the opportunity, when I played, obviously nothing like this kind of standard or level, but I would, having won the toss, elect the poorer side of the court first. That was my default. I like to believe that.
Having a bit of fun there, looking at the shuttle and then their opponent. That was nice. Nice little moment there between these two.
Watch this. This is great. Net cord. Watch the reaction from both. That's lovely.
She did not expect that. Lovely. Really, really nice moment.
Good shot.
Service over.
She's in a relaxed mood, Michelle Lee. Good to see.
Yeah, I always felt like if I started the match on the good end, there was actually additional pressure,
to win that.
To win that end.
Yeah.
It felt, I didn't like that feeling. I
Right.
also liked the feeling that I'm not expected to win on this end to start with, and so,
Is that
oh,
a bonus?
backhand, little
Pirouette.
pirouette from An Se-young, yeah. And so if I get close or even win it, bonus, you know,
Yeah.
brilliant. And by the time it got to the second, I'm in the game, those sort of nerves have gone. And also, if it does go to 3, I don't mind how far I go down at the start.
Yeah.
I always felt like comfortable with that added benefit behind me at the end. Oh, An Se-young.
A couple of those. I mean, she's won every tournament she's played in, 7 tournaments, except for that Singapore Open, where she lost to Chen Yufei.
In the quarters, was it? I think they met.
Quarters,
Yeah.
So 7 out of 7. And every final she's won, I should say. And that one quarterfinal, a blip in Singapore.
Nice drop shot from An Se-young. The perfect footwork we've come to expect. Love the way she comes out of the rear corners. What about this defensive work from the Korean?
Long rally.
Oh, what a rally. She was under the cosh the entire time.
Great shot.
Michelle Lee could have played that. I think she was deliberately leaving that, thinking it was wide.
Michelle Lee hasn't played an awful lot
5-3.
beyond the quarterfinals this year. She's had 4 first-round exits and 1 second, 2 quarterfinals, Singapore Open and Malaysia Masters. We got to the semis of the Swiss and Canada Opens.
I'm not sure how she does this, but An Se-young has this great ability to play her game even on the worst end and against these conditions. It doesn't look like she's affected all that much by it. She's thinking, okay, I'm playing with the drift, just take a bit off. Somehow the ability is she can do it and still find a half-decent length. A few other players seem to be able to do that so far this week that we've witnessed.
Chen Yufei was pretty good though yesterday, wasn't she?
Chen Yufei, I mean, we're talking about, I'm scared to use the word legends of the sport, but that's true. You know, those two players, women's singles, are 2 of the best we've ever seen.
Oh, that's late, and of course Michelle Lee will finish off.
6-5.
Just get a bit of luck to try and get away with this. Well, the learning curve is there now, and Se-young knows what that feels like, where the back line is. Not by looking at the back line, but I mean by looking at the shuttle that's coming towards you, especially on that high serve. That ought to be the last time we see that from An Se-young.
Oh, it's gone long. Oh.
Service over.
It seemed
6-all.
like getting that shot in.
Slightly loose net shot from the Korean. Did you see or read or hear all the hype about the sponsorship deal that An Se-young has recently signed with Yonex?
Yeah. Tasty.
She was offered so much money by a competitor, wasn't she?
Great for the sport.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're talking about
Millions
and tens of millions of
7-6.
pounds being put on the table.
Yeah.
It is great for the sport.
And listen,
But she's great for the sport.
exactly.
You know?
And I was just going to say, you know, after what she had to endure, I'm glad she's getting her just rewards now.
That is superb from Michelle Lee.
8-6.
Yeah, she's doing everything she can on that end.
Look at this deceptive net shot, taking it late. It wasn't that deceptive, just wonderful technique.
Lovely.
There's not that many shots that beat An Se-young outright. She can't even get a racket to them.
Sails over her.
9-6.
Well,
Service
that's
over.
a bit of a freebie.
7-9.
Should not have been a problem for Michelle Lee under normal circumstances.
Yeah.
Oi, what a net shot.
Nicely done by An Se-young.
And brave too, Michelle Lee was on the service line. Watch this. Out to in spin. Had to be that good, that much quality to prevent Michelle Lee from knocking that off.
Oh, that's good.
That is good, what a shot.
Nicely done.
Service over. 10-8.
She's been beaten outright a few times already now.
Yeah.
Little bit short, perhaps, the length. I mean, the backhand clear didn't quite get to the back line, but excellent shot from the Canadian.
That's going to be out.
11-8. Interval.
Even the great An Se-young is having a few issues on this end.
Yeah, and credit to Michelle Lee too. She's playing a good end so far.
11-8 at the interval. Michelle Lee leads in the first game against An Se-young.
잘 나간다고 해가지고 불안해가지고 이렇게 뛰어쳐 이게 쓰리가 되니까 그냥 받아 너무 쉽게 대박 올라가지고
Hold 1, 20 seconds. Hold 1, 20 seconds.
열심히 한다고 생각해.
On court. Eleven, 8.
So An Se-young here trails by 3 against Michelle Lee at the midway point of this opening game. Michelle Lee on the what we see to be a clear preferred end. That's a delightful shot though from the Korean.
Service over. 9-11.
She's finding her mark
Service over.
with those
12-9.
fast drop shots. Around the head. Reverse slice was played perfectly. And you might not really think about it too much, but of course that drift just come into play in that sort of shot as well. Oh. She's in the zone here, Michelle Lee.
13-9.
Nice 4-point lead here for Michelle Lee.
Good length on the serve.
Doesn't make it over.
14-9.
I'm going to try and beat you to it with the stat this time, Shazad.
Go on.
After losing the first game, how often does An Se-young win the match? Have a guess.
We're doing that now, are we?
No.
After losing the first game.
Yeah, it's just a little hypothetical for us. How often does An Se-young come back? That's brilliant from Michelle
so
Lee.
good.
Round the head, she is really finding that cross slice.
I'd say 75%.
Yeah, you'd be wrong. It's 74.1%.
Come on.
No, that was well done.
Yeah, that's
But
how good
I mean,
she is.
there've been times when, and it might have been that I witnessed it a few times during the sort of
15.
association
Play.
difficulties that An Se-young was facing. There was, I can't remember if it's the World Tour finals or maybe the Malaysian Open, somewhere around that period where An Se-young was unable to get a good warm-up.
Denmark. It was Denmark Open.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. She couldn't get on court. The
Yeah.
association said, you know, so she had to use the opening game really as
Yes.
the warm-up and lost. I think she lost to Ked Song He came back and beat her up comfortably in the second and third, but you know, those kind of, that's gone wide.
I mean, she's...
Service over.
This is a different situation, though. I mean,
Yeah.
all of that's been resolved, and
Look,
she's not at her best, even though the conditions are against her. An Se-young is still making a few mistakes here.
in the last 20 matches, she's dropped 2 games.
Quick out.
Just to give you an idea.
On court.
In 2025,
Yeah.
she's dropped 4 games. Which is
Wow.
just amazing.
Yeah, it's up short. Michelle Lee, the way she's playing, the zone she's in,
17,
Wow.
is
10.
not going to need a second invitation.
The players that have taken games off An Se-young this year, Wang Ziyi twice, Kirsty Gilmore,
Oh, I remember. That was
and
the All England.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. And Kirsty got the yellow card for an extended break between
Oh, that's
games.
right, that's
Have
right.
you heard about this?
Yes, yes.
That yellow card's been taken back, by the way,
Service over.
which is quite
11,
interesting.
17.
And rightfully so.
Agreed. Oh, Michelle Lee's in a fantastic position here.
Well, An Se-young,
17.
despite winning that point, under the real pressure, is proving that she is human
She is
after
human,
all.
yeah,
because
yeah.
the amount of shuttles Michelle Lee's hitting overhead from well inside the back line have been more, I believe, than we'd normally witness for any An Se-young opponent, just proving how difficult these conditions are to play in.
I will just
13,
correct
17.
something I said earlier as well. Michelle Lee did actually take a second game off An Se-young. That was at the Indonesia Masters. She won 22-20 in the first and was down to 6-18 in the second before she retired. That was 2 years ago.
Oh,
So she has taken 2 games off. An Se-young.
good exchange at the net. Michelle Lee is really enjoying this. You can just see by the timing, she's unnerved. Brilliant from
Again,
Michelle Lee.
excellent.
Service over. 18.
She could well be on her way to a 3rd game ever taken off An Se-young.
Looks that way. Some of these shots, she's just cruising around, caressing the shuttle over the court, over the net.
Thank you.
And that finish down the line was exquisite. This young lady, however, I don't think will be all that fussed.
No,
She'll start the second game. It'll feel like a new match.
agreed.
That's what my expectation is anyway. Pretty good length this time from An Se-young. Confidence from the Koreans. Still go for those aggressive shots to the rear court. Longest rally we've seen
Yeah,
by a long way.
agreed.
She broken a string here or something?
Ah,
I'm sure she's broken a string. It sounds very odd coming off the racket. Yeah, there we are.
so that's not all she could do.
I didn't
with those
notice
shots.
when she did it, but clearly it was early in the rally.
2 points away from taking the opening game.
Just to rub salt in the wounds a little, you know, An Se-young breaks the string and yet still keeps that rally going
Seems go, yeah.
for quite a long time. That was
Impressive.
impressive.
There you go, 55 shots. That rally.
Mind you, yesterday we saw Chen Yufei win a point without a racket
Play.
in her hand.
That one will live long in the memory. Kim Gaia never really recovered from that.
No, she didn't, did she? Oh, lovely shot.
That's a brilliant way to bring up 7 match points now from Michelle Lee.
Game points.
Game points.
That's
getting
not
way ahead of
too
myself.
excited, Shazad.
Getting way ahead of myself now.
That will be a story if that is the case.
You're right.
Later on. Good defence.
Well, that's an emphatic way to bring up just your 3rd game ever won against An Se-young in 7 matches. Excellent work from Michelle Lee, but she was on that end where she'd be expected to do well.
Yeah, it was a, well, I'd say near perfect performance from Michelle Lee in the opening game. She does have that advantage, though, of the conditions, and An Se-young, while struggling with the conditions, seems to also be breathing pretty heavily here. Maybe it's normal. Maybe we don't get the chance to get this close all that often, but this is... Coaches seem fine with it. I'm sure it's pretty normal. But yes, Michelle Lee, excellent in the opener. A lot to be done yet for An Se-young, but I'm sure she'll find this second end a lot more comfortable.
Part 1, 20 seconds. Part 1, 20 seconds.
Wow, an unusual position here. Michelle Lee leading against
Second game.
An Se-young. That's
Level.
only the 2nd time ever she's been in this position. The last time she did it, she had to retire. That was at the Indonesia Masters in 2023, having won the first game 22-20. But I'll warrant you'll see a very different second game now.
1 love.
Yeah, that will shake off any nerves, any cobwebs. Got a bit of luck with the net cord, but it always feels nice to give the shuttle a good whacking for it to hit the floor without any interruption. That's gone way wide. We are starting to see a little bit of left to right drift, aren't we, today?
Yeah.
There was very little yesterday morning.
Yeah.
There's just been a couple that look to have moved an inch or two.
It's only the 5th game she has dropped all year.
That's going well wide.
Yeah.
3 love.
Yeah, All England, she dropped 2 games within that tournament. She's had a near flawless season so far.
4 love.
Well, the perfect start to the second game, almost as we expected, isn't it? Because
it's just underlining, isn't it?
It
the way
is.
things are going.
The conditions out here, typical of the China Open conditions, and making things difficult, particularly in this discipline, from this side of the court. Well,
5
you can
love.
see the emphasis for Michelle Lee is trying to control that net, because she's trying to play that. That's what, at least 2, maybe 3 in this game alone. Backhand net shot that she's tumbled into the net instead of over the tape.
That's
Ooh,
out as
that's
well.
close.
Umpire wasn't sure
6
whether Michelle Lee
love.
wanted to challenge that.
Is that allowed?
But
Is the umpire allowed to ask the player if they want to challenge when they don't? I mean, that's giving it away a little bit,
I
isn't it?
saw that recently as well. Another tournament where they.
I don't think that should happen.
Maybe she wasn't. She thought she put her hand up and said,
Maybe.
7
"Is
love.
that what you want to do?"
Yeah, but if she didn't, then it suggests that she perhaps should. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which she then has the chance to win a point that she would not
wouldn't
have had.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good shot. Well played, Michelle Lee. In quickly.
Service
First
over.
point on the board.
1-7.
Has the damage been done? As early, of course, in this second game.
Right. Don't get to see Michelle Lee's movement, of course, in that replay, but she's always been very fast at coming into the net. It's one of her strengths, for sure.
Well, since Bobby's already asked about Lin Young's record losing the first game, it's about what, 75%.
I'm sorry. An Young loses 75%.
No, as in
No,
An Young winning a match after being a game down, losing the first game, 75%, correct?
4 point something, yes.
Michelle Lee's record after winning the first game is 68%.
Yeah.
Just thought, just for some balance, to give you.
These stats, of course, need. Oh, what a shot!
Yeah, there's a lot of refinement.
Need a lot
there.
of context, don't they?
Michelle Lee, a lot of those matches would include Pan-American ones as well, where she is far and above one of the best players there.
An Young just shaping, practicing almost that shot again off camera just then, and must have really enjoyed hitting that round the head winner. It's quite amazing the difference the conditions make, isn't it?
Oh, it's so stark.
We saw Miyazaki earlier. Didn't quite live up to the challenge of controlling those conditions when it mattered in the third game, the decider.
That's when that 9-point lead from PV Cindy makes such a difference.
Well, Michelle Lee's going to start, if this continues, of course, and we go to a decider, Michelle Lee will start on the better end, and, you know, we're already getting ahead of ourselves, but that's going to be crucial, isn't it?
She'll need to do a Sindhu, frankly.
No, she'll start on the better end. Oh, is that what Sindhu did? Yes,
Sindhu
she did.
Sindhu went 11-2 on the better end, yes.
I can't see somebody going 11-2 up to An Young, and unless
played that
well,
late.
An Young didn't get away with hers earlier, but Michelle Lee makes a bit more of the chance.
Big lead here for An Young, 11-2, just like what we saw with Sindhu in the last match.
Hold 20 seconds. Hold 20 seconds. 2, play.
That's one of the luxuries that An Se-young has right now, is the ability to wait and punch that shot into the deep corners or onto the back line. I wonder if these top players train
with a fan.
13,
Well, no, I just
2.
thought there's an easy way to train for this. You could play in training with the back tram lines out on one side of the court.
Right. Yeah.
Assuming there are neutral conditions in your training hall.
Yeah.
And therefore, you know, one side's got a big court and one side's got the small court, which is effectively what we're looking at.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many she missed in the second game? Those net shots. Michelle Lee coming up short. Oh, lovely shot.
I mean, this is so clear, isn't it? And you and I were just saying during the interval, this makes what we're seeing here is even An Se-young's being has fallen afoul of the conditions, as it were, and it just shows how impressive Chen Yufei's performance was yesterday.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it wasn't comfortable, it wasn't easy on this side, but she got the job done.
Yeah.
16,
Against the world number 18.
2.
So it wasn't, you know, still a very good player.
I mean, this is not a case of Michelle Lee giving up and letting An Se-young
17,
waltz
2.
through this second game. That's what's also quite impressive about An Se-young's performance here.
So this is the most one-sided game we've seen so far in terms of scoreline.
She's got to be focused still. She's got to get the job done. And Michelle Lee's trying, is my point. But 17-2.
Wow. Well, this game's pretty much done and dusted.
Oh, it's lovely from An Se-young.
Service over, 18-3.
She just makes the game look so easy sometimes.
I'm already fascinated. I'm thinking ahead to the third, Bobby.
Yeah, well, that's why I brought it up earlier. It's so obvious to see what's happening, and
19-3.
again, it's a challenge for the sport. You know, it might be something that everyone appreciates and likes. It might be something that nobody likes. You know, the jury's out really on that. But either way, you come to the China Open, you need to be prepared
Game point 3.
to go to 3.
17 game points for An Se-young.
And go to 3 time and time and time again.
Yeah.
If there are women's singles matches that don't go to 3, it's a bit of a shock, a bit of a surprise. Oy.
Well, An Se-young defeated Michelle Lee in their very first match, 21-3.
1 game all.
In the third game. She's done it here again. But there's still one more game to play.
I think I was there.
The
US or
quarterfinal.
Canada or something. It was
Canada Open, yeah. Were you there?
I think so.
Yeah. You commentated on that one.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I must have.
Oh.
I wouldn't have gone for my health. Well, I might actually. Canada's a lovely country. Bit of fresh air. breathing heavy again.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Young. I just don't think we get this close that often. It's nice, isn't it, to get some close-up reactions during the intervals.
잘 나가니까 찬스 있어. 몸에다 때려도 괜찮아.
Hold 1, 20 seconds. Hold 1, 20 seconds.
따라 떼봐.
Final game. Level. Play.
Right, so we were talking about how this could be really fascinating to watch. Michelle Lee, who had success here at that far end in the first game, looking to replicate that, but even more if she can.
Hey, lovely. Good rally. Yeah, she'll need a lead. She'll need it to be very healthy. I think An Se-young's just got this unique ability to be able to cope with these kind of challenges better than anyone else in the world, and it's one of the reasons why she's at the top of the tree and does so well so often. You know, we've talked earlier about the driftiest places in the world, which include Indonesia, Malaysia, China, Singapore. Yeah. And three of the four biggest tournaments there are, Super Thousands, are in Indonesia, Malaysia and China.
Yes.
Most ranking points at stake, you know, prestige and all of that. If you can't handle these kind of things and find a way through, you know, those that can, can, and those that can't, you know, won't get there. And it must be one of the reasons why An Se-young is so good.
And in contention to be the first player to do the slam, the 1,000 slam in a year. On court, on track to do it, I should say.
3 rallies, which have been some of the longest we've seen. And Michelle Lee ought to be in control.
Right.
And yeah, An Se-young looks like she's in it. And I think, again, she's always learning. She's used to this problem, and it is a problem. How many points can she stay in contention on the bad end? And she's doing more than that right now. She's leading, in fact.
So Michelle Lee, over her career, and again that includes matches outside the World Tour, has won 57% of matches in the deciding game. So we just have to put that little caveat in. An Se-young has won 72% of matches in the deciding game. It's a big difference between these two.
Service over, 2-3.
And she's won every deciding game she's played in this year. There've only been 4 others before today.
Yeah.
She's won every one of those.
Oh. Well, she was waiting for the call from someone.
Yeah.
Service over.
Looking around at the line judges.
2.
It was definitely out. That's not a good sign. Michelle Lee not feeling as comfortable as she did.
Agreed.
In game 2. No, game 1. Yes, game 1.
Service over, 3-4.
There's only 2 games to choose from.
Yeah, yeah.
We watched a lot of badminton.
Well, 50-50, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that how you'd rate the chances now, Michelle Lee, in this match? 50-50? No.
No, I mean, she, like you said earlier, she'd need the same sort of lead that we saw from Sindhu playing Miyazaki in the previous match on this court, which was 11-2 at the break in the third.
Also, I mean, I know we've said it so many times today, but that phrase, scruff the neck, she's not doing that at the moment.
Who, Michelle Lee?
No, she's not asserting herself like the others did.
She's not being given the chance to, and that's
that's true.
This is the beauty of An Young. If somebody had switched on the TV and started watching this 3 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, and it was, you wouldn't know about these conditions. You wouldn't know how obvious they were. You'd look at the score and think, that's odd. But you'd watch this third end at 4-all, and you wouldn't necessarily think. And that's why An Young's so brilliant. Yeah. She ought to be struggling here, and she's as in control of the match as Michelle Lee is. Hence the score, it's fairly even. It's 50-50. We change ends at 11, and An Young will just walk away with this match, or should do. It's An Young.
Should do.
Should do. It's the beauty of sport, right? If it was all predictable, we wouldn't bother watching it.
We wouldn't be doing this,
Yeah. Look at that, great length from a troubled position on the stretch. Michelle Lee's quality of shot. And An Young finds the back line against the drift. You know, it's really to be applauded.
Yeah, it's been impressive. She's learnt from what happened in the first game. To a certain extent.
Service over, 5-6.
Good backhand clear across. Well played.
Service over, 7-5.
An Young's another player where the height stats are still a bit out of date. She walked past me yesterday on the way into the venue when we finished.
She's taller than 1.7?
Service over, 6-7.
I mean, she had fairly decent trainers on, like those kind of bouncy looking, you know.
Bit of a platform on them.
They were cool, to be fair, they were cool. But still, I mean, I'm 5'8", maybe a touch taller, and she was an inch or two taller than me with those shoes on.
Taller?
Yeah. She's about 5'9".
Oh.
Yeah. I think it makes a difference, you know. It's an important thing in badminton.
So, do you think she's taller than Michelle Lee?
No.
No, exactly, because Michelle Lee's only 173. Yeah.
Again, I'm not sure that's right either.
Yeah.
Yeah, well played.
Because I was thinking Michelle Lee's a tall player.
You were thinking?
I was regard Michelle Lee as a tall player.
She looks tall, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She looks 5'9", 5'10", doesn't she?
Correct.
Thank you.
An Young leading by 3 here in this final game. Remember, the conventional thinking is you want that lead. If you're Michelle Lee, you want as big a lead as possible on the preferred end before you switch. So she is in a bit of trouble here.
Hey. Hand on head moment for Michelle Lee.
6.
Yeah, it's a good idea. A few signs of frustration from the Canadian.
Okay.
Just a great mover is An Se-young.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone long. Oh, that just sums up her time on that preferred end, I'm afraid. And it's a nice, healthy 5-point lead that An Se-young has before she moves to the other side.
Isn't it funny how things just go against you sometimes? The end of the first, remember when An Se-young broke a string against the bad end, really struggling, and just everything was going against her. It seems for some reason the same's happened here to Michelle Lee, who has a real mountain to climb.
So this final part of the game now. Third game. Nice start from Michelle Lee, who really needs all the help she can get now.
Service over. 12-7.
Well, this is about as severe a test as I think there is. Challenge of the world and Olympic champion, the world #1, and the conditions, and you're down 12-7. It's almost nothing to lose here, really, for Michelle Lee.
Agreed.
Try and enjoy it. Just wide, I think.
Service over. 8-12.
Nice backhand. We were talking about her height a little while ago, and she needed every inch then. Look at that. Firing into those rear corners, using that drift advantage. And with every shot, An Se-young gaining a little bit more control of the rally.
Played it late again.
It's this end, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that, the 4th time in this match alone?
Has. Yeah, correct.
We've seen that delayed decision. Badminton suicide.
Get ready.
Oh,
that's one she probably feels she should be making. 7-point lead now.
An Se-young's done so well to get the lead on that bad end. I mean, that. Yeah. You just look at the 2 opening game scores, and you can appreciate just by that fact alone
how impressive that is.
Yeah. Not only that, she's now still focused, but she's not trying too hard to win the points. She's just playing her game. Good net from Michelle Lee. An Se-young just cruising around. That's going wide.
Out.
16-8.
Well, that's a possession of points at the moment for the Korean.
She's wasting no time between them either.
No.
Getting this job done. Wow.
18-8.
Michelle Lee nowhere near
No.
the final shot. And An Se-young strolling now into the round of 16. Oh, that's gone wide too.
19-8.
She's had 1 point since the interval. Michelle Lee. It is 8-1 in An Se-young's favour. And now just a second point accrued. It's all coming a bit late now.
It's been a pretty good performance though from all three of the players out there. Michelle Lee, An Se-young and the conditions. Today they've all played their part massively.
The drift's played a stormer at times.
That's well played, Michelle Lee. Not giving up.
19.
From the back tram lines too. Very effective smash. That's the shot. That's the one.
Lovely.
That those conditions, that end provides you with the advantage of.
10 match points then for An Se-young. Win number 38 out of 39 matches played in 2025. The Korean juggernaut marches on, and that is yet another win racked up for An Se-young against Michelle Lee. 7 out of 7.
Do we get to see the reaction, the celebration from An Se-young? Fairly muted today, business as usual.
Early days, early days. Give it some time.
Always a crowd favourite, isn't she?
They love her wherever she goes.
Terrific performance in the end. Did well, really, on the bad end. She's one of the few. Chen Yufei yesterday, obviously, with that 2-game win.
Yeah.
But I'd say still very much in contention, as you'd expect, is this lady An Se-young.
Dropped only her 5th game of the year. Nice way to end things with her opponent. An Se-young, the top seed here from Korea, beats Michelle Lee of Canada 13-21, 21-3. 21-10. She's done it in just over an hour. Well, up next we have got men's singles with China's Lei Lanxu versus Christophe Popov of France. You're with Joe Clark and Steve Pedersen next.
Welcome back to Changzhou, and first round